I'm Tara Pettit in your health news. Today it's a topic that's not often talked about, but millions of people are dealing with: a sexless marriage. Now, parents decide if you want the kids to leave the room, but our residential mental health expert, Dr. Nicole Cross, is back to talk about what leads to a sexless marriage and what you can do if you find yourself in that situation. So Nicole, what is it and why does it happen?
Good question. By definition, a sexless marriage is when intercourse happens less than 10 times a year, but it really boils down to the couple and how satisfied they are with their sex life. If that's you, you're not alone. 20% of marriages are sexless. So here are some of the causes. Physically, it could be due to a change in medication, hormones, or even trauma or injury that you've suffered. Mentally, perhaps you're dealing with depression, anxiety, shame about the way your body looks, not wanting to take your clothes off. Socially, there could be some issues between you and your partner, some marital discord, resentment, even dissatisfaction with the actual act of having sex with your partner. Environmentally, parents, if you still have the kids in the bed, that's a factor. Even room temperature, if it's too hot, too cold, work shifts, that could impact your sex life as well.
All right, well, that's some great advice, but what can be done?
All right, and this is what I really want you to get, is that there are options. I want you to own your relationship and seek the changes you want to see. So here's some things that you can do today to get your relationship back on track. Take a look at this. First, we want to rule out a biological base. So get a medical checkup, find out what's going on with your physical body, and consider ditching the electronics. They can be charging somewhere else, not next to your bed. You don't have to go to bed looking at your phone. And communicate openly and honestly, and when necessary, do seek couples counseling. I want you to know that sex is a special activity between married couples, and we want to enhance that partnership and keep the bond strong.
And do whatever it takes to ensure that the two of you are satisfied with your relationship. Well, thank you so much, Nicole.
So this is a video to a question that I had got. Somebody had emailed me and asked me, what does it mean when you and your girlfriend stop having sex? So I wanted to make this video instead of writing a long message to him, so I told him to watch this video. And this video applies to your girlfriend, your wife, or somebody that you just talking to. So basically, this video gonna explain what's going on and what to do when the girl that you seeing stops sleeping with you. So, or the sex stop. It could be mutual, because sometimes it be mutually, like you don't be trying and she don't be trying. So, but usually it's gonna be the woman curbing the man. So, okay, so to answer the question, what does it mean when your girlfriend stops sleeping with you? Or this can apply to your wife. It means either one or three things is going on. Either one, she's not attracted to you, and this could be either she was never attracted to you like that, or recently you become less attractive to her, or you didn't turned her off. So the way to know, well, some of y'all ain't gonna be able to know, that's why you got to pay attention. But this usually applies for, of course, the women who got with a provider, a dude for his money, a dude, just because they was bored, or, but most of the time it's going to be because they dealing with a dude because, his financial status, or, like she not attracted to him, but he got money. Most of the times it's going to be that situation. So when that situation is that she's only there for the provision for, for the money, to be provided for, or she see that you a nice guy, because this happens a lot, if you're dealing with a female who been ran through, or she older, and she done been with all the bad guys and all of the attractive dudes, so now she trying to settle on a nice guy. She see that you a nice guy that's gonna either take her BS, or deal with her or commit to her, even though she got a couple kids or then got old. So, but overall, you're not her first choice. So with that situation is that everything gonna be like she gonna have sex with you from time to time, and this is what's most confusing about it, because she know that she gotta sleep with you in order to, get you all the way in and for you to believe that she likes you, but she can't force herself to do it on a consistent basis because she's not attracted to you. So this is where she would have been doing it here and there, and she might not have gave you head for a while, or sometimes don't give you head. Sometimes she'll just lay there, like it'll be certain times when you can tell, but it won't be always consistent. It'll be just, here and there, maybe if you are just dating, it'll be, she'll make you wait, the 3 dates or for a month, 2 months or something like that. Or it'll be a situation like if y'all living together, it'll only be like once, twice a month or something like that. The other time she on her period or her stomach hurt or she too busy or something like that. It's one of the ways to know. And that's one of the main reasons that happens like in marriages and relationships, to where a girl not really attracted to the dude, but she know that you a nice dude or you got money, so she just commit to you. And usually you the one that's all up on her. That's why you don't peep the game and notice that she don't really like you, because it's hard to fake it. Like, women are great actresses and a lot of them do know how to act for sure, but everybody shows their hand sooner or later. And if you pay attention, because it's hard to do something that you don't want to do. It's hard to force yourself to pretend all the time. Eventually, you're gonna get tired of pretending. But of course, what women do is try to pretend until they either until they get the commitment. So you got to pay attention to that. And that's what I learned. Like, you can't never be the one that's all up on the girl, always chasing her, calling her, oh, I love you, I want you to be my girlfriend and all that. You got to make sure that that's being reciprocated, that she showing the same interest to you that you showing in her, to avoid that. So that's the number one, is that she not really attracted to you, or she never really was attracted to you. She just with you because you the safe guy or you a provider. So in that instance, to where if you figure that out and you know that a woman not attract you, and that's why I say one of the number one things is that if a female not attracted to you, the relationship can't work, and that's a relationship you should never be in, because it's gonna always be bad. She ain't gonna never treat you the way you want to be treated. She gonna end up cheating on you with a dude who she is attracted to. Like, it's a big possibility of that happening. And then, mostly, like I said, she's not gonna treat you the way you should be treated, because for whatever reason, because men, we mostly visual and go off of looks, but come to find out, a lot of women, go by looks also. It's some other factors, like I said, with a woman, like I said, would choose a dude who have money over a dude that looks good, but at the end of the day, the dude who looks good don't have to put in as much effort or do as much. So you got to take that in mind. And then you got to look at yourself, like we all know, like, okay, where I'm lacking at, do I need to lose some weight? Do I need to, get my, I don't know, maybe your teeth messed up, get my teeth fixed. Maybe I need to get my haircut or, my hairstyle better. Maybe I need to dress better. Like, it's a lot of factors into it that you can kind of self-evaluate yourself and see that. Or, and it can be a situation where you're not her type. And that's why I would tell dudes is that if you can, you need to figure out what dude she dated in the past. Because for women, every woman, they say they don't have a type. And then to a certain degree, because women will date a whole bunch of different men, a short dude, a fat dude, a rich dude, a broke dude, a black dude, a white, like, women do have variety like that. But they usually stick when it comes to, like, especially she got kids who are child father or the baby daddies, is to where, like, even though they might look different, their personality might be the same. So you got to kind of see what she used to. And usually women always tell on themselves anyway, when they start talking about past relationships and all of this type of stuff. Like, you will come to see what she like, or you'll find out what her celebrity crush is, what he look like and act like. That can tell you a lot also. But yeah, so yeah, you definitely got to figure out, and see if she's attracted to you or not. And that's a big thing for sure. Because if she ain't attracted to you, it can't work. Um, next on why she's not sleeping with you, or the sex not happening no more. Um I would say either because of course, women is gonna say and use and have a bunch of million different excuses, because I done seen women thoughts on this, and this been going on for a while. And then I remember before I seen a study that, like, I forgot the percentage, but it's a good percentage of married people that don't have sex. Like, crazy that it's a lot of married people who sleep in separate rooms and all type of stuff. So it get crazy, and usually in them cases is that I would say second is if y'all been together for a long time, or there's circumstances didn't happen to where, like, let's say y'all got kids, which I know a lot of women use that as an excuse that they don't have time once you start like one kid and all, but like maybe if y'all got two, three, four kids, or what else? Or women, like, let's say she working, a lot of hours, extreme hours, and then you is too, to where y'all schedules really don't line up. Or just get to the point to where, like, if y'all been together for like 10 years, 15, something like that, to where y'all just tired of each other. Like, I do believe that the saying that people get tired of having sex with each other, and no matter how good, how attracted you are to somebody, it could come to a point to where y'all just get tired of, sleeping with each other. In that case, y'all got to spice things up, got to start role playing or changing the scenery, might have to do it in public, or take a trip, or, kind of spice things up, bring lingerie or something like that into the picture, or, just change the mood and the setting, do it in the car or something like that, to spice stuff up. Or, sometimes not having sex for a while can be a good thing. Like they say, abstinence make the heart grow fonder, or however the saying go. But I do believe, like, certain times y'all need time to miss each other. And, if it get boring, like, take a little break and then get into it. But if you in this video, in case, I'm guessing that it's something that's been going on long term, like y'all only had sex in months or maybe a year or something, or y'all only having sex like for it's been a couple months and y'all only didn't have sex maybe once or twice or something like that throughout the whole month, instead of maybe it used to be 3 times a week or something like that. So in that case, like I said, you got to look at the circumstances to where, like, okay, are y'all really busy? Is she working a lot? Do y'all have kids? Or maybe y'all just tired of each other? In that case, like I said, you have to try to figure it out and work out the time to make it happen. Compromise. I would confront her and talk to her. And of course, in this situation, one of the best things to do is try to get to the root of the problem and understand, like, okay, do we need to spice things up? Do we need to get a babysitter for the weekend or something? Take them to somebody's parents so we can spend time together, and to be intimate and have that alone time together. Or sometimes it just has to pass to where, if y'all got a newborn or something, maybe when the kid get 3, 4, or something like that, it might come back around. But you got to mainly make sure, like, the first thing is that it don't have nothing to do with attraction, and that you didn't get with somebody who really don't like you like that sexually. So, but if it's somebody to where, like, that she's attracted to you and the sex used to be on the, or on the table a lot, and like I said, it's one of them circumstances where y'all got kids, or been busy or just tired of each other, then I would try to talk and work that out and try to figure out how can we fix this for the most part. Um, what else? So a couple of things that I always say, like, I do say, like, when the sex stop, the relationship stop for the most part. And like I said, it can be certain times to where y'all might go on a little break or something like that. But this only applies if y'all been together for a real, real long time, to where y'all can get tired of each other. Should none of this be happening in the beginning? Like, if you only been with a girl like 6 months to a year and the sex already then stopped, or she not trying to have sex with you, it's either, like I said, she's not attracted to you, or she cheating on you. I got to throw that out there. Of course, that's, that's definitely one of the big possibilities. And that goes for men and women, but it happens for women too, because sometimes women can either like not want to, because we know that a lot of women is hoes, especially now. We know a lot of them get around and be like that, but some women, there are that good percentage of women that don't like to sleep with multiple men. So, or because she might have cheated or slipped up and slept with her ex. So she's trying to like space it out and not sleep with you for a while. Or she might feel guilty, because with the guilty thing, it could go either way. Because sometimes a girl that start having sex with you or having more sex with you because she's guilty of having sex with somebody else. But then sometimes she don't want to have sex with you because she is having sex with somebody else. So it's really tricky because it really depends on the person. But you got to peep that also. But I do believe, like, especially if you know and then this way you got to know the person. If you're dealing with a girl that likes sex, and this is what always get me, and like, you got to know your girl. Like, if you're dealing with a girl that like sexually active and loves sex, and like, in the beginning and from talking to her and all of that type of stuff that she likes sex and she not having it, it's a big chance that she having sex with somebody else for sure. And because what you got to know is, of course, women, it's rare, like, and like I said, you gotta know who dating, but it's rare that women gonna be straightforward and tell you the truth, especially if they cheating or it's something that's gonna make you look bad. Like, it's rare that a woman gonna tell you, the truth. And then sometimes it can be because the sex is bad. Now, if the sex is bad, and then like I said, where women don't tell you the truth, she could have been, like, she really like you as a guy, because this do happen sometimes, to where she really like you and you provide everything else, the emotions and, taking her on dates, and you got money, and she might even be attracted to you, but the sex is whack. So she tries to deal with it to make it get better, but then it don't get better, to where it just drags on, to where she feel like it's a chore to do it. So, and that had happened to me as a man before, crazy enough, to where, well, I wouldn't say the sex was bad, but it was like I got tired of having sex with her, but we was together for a while, and, I really liked her, and, I still was attracted to her and stuff like that. I was just tired of having sex with her, and she was getting on my nerves. But, so it's like I was making the relationship last, but, as far as sex, I was like, like had like really didn't care attitude about it. So that can especially happen for women too. So you got to know that, because there is some women that would tell you straight up, like, yeah, it ain't hit. You need to try something different. But then, like I said, all of this is about being observant. Like, if you observe what's going on and get out your feelings and use logic, you could tell what's going on. Even like I said, when you having sex with a girl, like, yeah, girls be faking and can fake, but like, people can only fake and pretend for so long. And then a lot of times I think that people know, like, inside if you're doing a good job or not, or where you lacking at, just like I said earlier, where you lacking at, like what you need to improve on, for sure. And then lastly, one of the last reasons that I will give women, in their defense, and I can kind of see for them, is either one, that you cheated, like you done got caught cheating. So of course you in the doghouse. It do happen sometimes. Like, you can't just expect all women just like you cheated and then want to sleep with you. Some women, like I said, with the backwards women and the toxic women, you cheat on them and they want to sleep with you more and give you even more sex because they jealous and trying to win you back. But then some women who really against cheating and really against, like, that type of stuff, she gonna put you in the doghouse. So that, like, if you got caught cheating and now she ain't sleeping with you. Now I will say for this, she can only have you in a doghouse for so long, because what women try to do, like on BMF, if you do watch BMF, like what's her name, Meech's mom and dad, like what happened with him, like she got him in a doghouse and all of that type of stuff, and not wanting to sleep with him and stuff like that. And that's what led him to end up cheating. Because it was actually different. He didn't cheat, but she wouldn't sleep with him, so he ended up cheating because she wouldn't sleep with him. Then he got put in a doghouse. But it can only last for a certain time. Don't let her 6 months, a year, still be complaining about you cheating. Because that's what I always say, like, you got to get over it at a certain point. Like, I understand in the beginning, maybe a couple weeks, a month, I say like 2 months at the most. Like, okay, you can be mad about it and stuff, but like, once we get to the 90-day mark and stuff, like it's either you gonna get over it or you not gonna get over it. That's how I feel. And then like in the case to where like this to where like I said, in the BMF to where he cheated because you wouldn't get sex. So I guess to answer a question, should you cheat if your girl not giving you sex? Of course, I would say be smart and just leave her to avoid all the drama. But maybe y'all married and she gonna take half, or y'all live together. All I'm gonna say is don't get caught. Because if you get caught, she got the upper hand and she either can divorce you or try to kick you out and all of that type of stuff. So I would say if you sneaky enough to do it, I would say do it and get your needs met, like fuck it. But eventually you gonna have to figure this out because you can't just be going long term and long time not sleeping with each other. And like I said, I believe like women like sex a lot too, which a lot of men know. Like if you know women, and women will admit like they just suppress it because of society, and they don't want to, seem like, give in to you because they know sex is our realm. Like, that's what we like, and we win the sex battle all the time, anytime, all the time. And women need the emotional connection also. So they kind of downplay the sex, to get with other things that they want. But women love sex too. So don't believe that women don't like sex. And then the comment, women say stuff like they not feeling sexy or they not emotionally there, or women gonna throw a lot of stuff at you that, yeah, some of it can make sense, but at the end of the day, it's still an excuse. Like, you can still fuck like if you want to. You being not feeling yourself, or you just in your emotions and all of that, that's not a good enough reason. Like I said, it's good enough for short term, but not long term. Then you got to think women already get a week that they on their period that they can't have sex anyway. And so, all the other times, women be trying to get it in, then women be ovulating. So when they ovulate, they be getting horny and want to have sex. So you got to take all of this in mind, like I said. So that's my answer to the question. Hopefully I broke it down enough for you, and you could see which category you fall in, and you can decide what to do. But like I said, me personally, because I have been in this situation once, like I said, with the girl, to where I wanted to stop having sex with her. And sometimes she would be complaining about us not having sex and stuff like that. And that was because, though, that she was getting on my nerves. Like, it was a lot of toxic stuff going in the relationship. And you got to know that also, like, not everybody gets turned on by arguing and, anger, makeup, sex. That's not for everybody. Some people generally need to be happy and like the person and things to be going good to have sex. Like, some people is like that, and I'm actually one of them people. Like, you're not about to get on my nerves all damn day and then think I'm about to fuck you. Like, I'm not that much of a hornball. Like, if you getting on my nerves and I really don't want to be bothered with you, that includes everything, So that's the only time when I was with my girl and we was together for a while, and it was like we would still have sex every now and then, but it wasn't like, and she was staying with me because it was during COVID time. So it wasn't like it was supposed to be, but that because we was always arguing and she was getting on my nerves. So you got to know, if y'all always arguing, you with your wife and your girl, and y'all always arguing, then yeah, she might not, like, it's not intimate, or it might not be in the mood. Like I said, everybody don't like, angry or make up sex. So you got to keep that in mind for sure.